Revelations raise new questions about Mark Meadows, Jan 6. Let's go. By Steve Bannon. As opposed to Steve Bannon. Those are not the same people. Steve Bannon, great guy. Steve Bannon, not so good. When it comes to the investigation into the Jan 6th attack, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has been a little indecisive in recent weeks. A month ago, for example, the North Carolina Republican defied a subpoena from the bipartisan committee investigating the assault on the Capitol. He then changed direction and agreed to start cooperating with the congressional probe. Last week, Meadows changed direction again, said he'd no longer cooperate, and filed a strange lawsuit against the committee, its members, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. It's against this backdrop that the committee is not only prepared to move forward with the contempt proceedings against Donald Trump's former right-hand man in the West Wing, it's also making the case as to why Meadows needs to cooperate, NBC News reported overnight. Check this out. A report out Sunday that recommends the Trump administration Chief of Staff Mark Meadows be held in contempt of Congress alleges that he said National Guard troops would keep President Donald Trump's supporters safe on January 6th. In bullet points listing urgent questions for Meadows, the report by House Committee investigating the Capitol riot cites an email he is alleged to have sent January 5th about the security of Trump supporters who would hit the streets the next day. That's fucked up. Is anyone seeing this? Is this like, are y'all got your ears open here? What's happening? Well, we don't yet know to whom Meadows sent the email. The then White House Chief of Staff apparently said the National Guard would be present to protect pro-Trump people. Yikes, folks. The email about the National Guard protecting pro-Trump people is certainly among the most jarring revelations, but it's not the only new information in yesterday's committee document, Politico's report added. In other messages described by the committee, Meadows appears to have asked members of Congress to help connect Trump with state lawmakers shortly after his defeat in November. This message also describes, the messages, oof! I'm dyslexic, folks. The messages also describe numerous contacts with members of Congress about Trump's efforts to recruit state lawmakers and encourage them to help overturn the election results. All right, well, we already knew that one. That's kind of an obvious one, but... Anyway, folks, goddamn. Goddamn. So, again, I want to reiterate my thing on January 6th is, obviously they failed, right? But, the idea that, everyone in the White House knew about this and just didn't say anything, right? The idea that we're still discovering these things in December, you know what I mean? It's one thing if all of this came out, January 7th and 8th, and then, maybe wait a couple weeks and Biden gets inaugurated and then January 26th, the big Trump J6 documents drop. No, we're finding this out in December. We're going to be finding stuff out in January 2022. We're going to be finding things out in January 6th, 2023. We're going to be finding new things out. So again, I mean, the outline here is that and also none of them are being held accountable. They're just throwing their little Ponzi peon losers into jail for a couple years. Conveniently, most of these sentences are 3 to 4 years. Very convenient, right? So they're going to go to jail, get hella radicalized. They're going to come back out just in time for Trump to pretend to win the next election. This was a demo, folks. They were testing the waters. This is to see what, see what they could get away with, see what they could do. And, anyone who doesn't realize how bad this is or dangerous it is, I'm sorry, is a little foolish. But what am I going to say on that one? But anyway, goddamn, folks. What the fuck?